Did you like the biryani, by the way, in
No,
Karachi?
I went to student biryani in Lahore. I didn't have biryani in Karachi. Although
No, no.
I'll tell you what
Karachi
happened.
biryani is famous.
The first time I went, you know the radio guy Adil Azhar on radio. He's on Karachi radio. He heard that he
Okay.
heard that I didn't have biryani in Karachi, so he put some in a container and mailed it to Lahore for me to have in my hotel. But
Yeah, but Karachi biryani is the
nah,
famous
man, it's just
biryani
fucking it's
here
just
in
fucking
Pakistan.
dry rice and dry chicken. Like it's with some spice. What's so exciting about that? Pakola is more exciting than that.
And what are those?
Oh,
What are those places which you visited in Karachi or
I
Lahore?
went
Any
Karachi. I
place?
went like everywhere. You know, I went to Burns Road, and
Mm-hmm.
we ate in Burns Road. I went there with some famous people. I won't say who. They thought they were going to do me
Mm-hmm.
a favor and take me to Burns Road, and it was okay. I think I had better food in
Mm-hmm.
Lahore than I had in Karachi.
Yeah, Lahore is basically known as a food junction, and I guess it's a great tradition of you know
It-
eat
yeah. So if there's
food.
any Lahore
It's in their culture.
Lahoris on the call, I went to a place called Liberty Chow.
Sure, any Lahori,
Yeah,
Allah, why not?
I
We
went
should
to a place called Liberty
eat some.
Chowk, and we sat in the street with at about 2 a.m. Had all this barbecue. It was good fun.
Mm-hmm.
hello, hi,
Ajay.
hi, Dennis. This is Varshley. I'm an Indian living in a beautiful country in Scandinavia,
Oh
Norway.
wow.
So, first of all, even though I'm an Indian, I love Pakistan cricket the way they are playing, and India didn't deserve to be in semi-final. Even though I was looking forward to Afghanistan beating New Zealand today, but yeah, fact is they didn't deserve. So that's one thing aside. One thing which I wanted to say about what I understand about you, Dennis, is you just said that you like to make jokes about India because that's a lot of shit that comes from India. Remember, it's 1.2 billion people. If there are 1% like Arnab Goswami, it's still 14 million people making bullshit.
Yeah,
So obviously you are going
but
to,
boss, that's still a lot of material for someone like me. So I understand the numbers. I
yeah, yeah,
understand
yeah. So
mathematics is
that,
cool.
yes, yeah, absolutely. So that's one thing. Secondly, maybe you can confirm, but I understand that you like to support PSL over IPL because my understanding is that probably IPL did not give a F about getting involved and making money out of IPL. Maybe you made
Don't
some money out of
like
PSL.
you're living in
So
Scandinavia. I thought you would be clever enough not to listen to all the shit you hear on social media. I thought you would be smarter than that. I've never,
yes, I would like to believe that. I would
I'm
like to
telling you,
believe that. I
I
would
have,
like to believe.
I have never once applied to cover the IPL. Not once have I put my hand up and requested accreditation for IPL because I couldn't be bothered. It's just too much control from the BCCI. Whereas PSL, I didn't even apply to the PCB for accreditation. I went through the teams because the teams sponsored me, two of the teams, because they said, Dennis, we need someone like you who sees the game a little bit differently. We will give you accreditation. Come and hang with the teams. And it was so much better. The only place I've applied for accreditation is Australia. I've applied 3 times, and all 3 times I put my accreditation in to go and sit in the press box. I deliberately made a bad accreditation application so that they would reject me, so that I could write an article making a joke about how the Australian Cricket Board has rejected me. And we did that 3 times, and it was funny. And actually, on the 3rd time when I did it, Cricket Australia worked out what the joke was, so they gave me accreditation before I even applied, just to troll me back. So, and then what happens is that there's some people from India out there go, oh, you got kicked out of Australian press box and this and that. No, I didn't. I deliberately set up a joke so that I could write articles to say how I got rejected and make some funny jokes about me getting rejected. I never got kicked out of any press box. And tomorrow, if I applied to get accreditation for anything like the Ashes or this or that, of course I'm going to get accreditation. It's not a problem. But people have this thing, oh, you haven't been to the IPL, therefore you must have got rejected by the IPL. How about looking at it through the lens of I haven't been to the IPL because I couldn't be fucked doing the IPL. It's not fun. But maybe I should go do the IPL and just make jokes about the IPL while I'm there in the press box. Just for fun, maybe. Also, I'm not that excited about going to India again. I lived in India for 2 years. I've seen enough of India. And too much insecurity in India, just like this call. Everybody's insecure. You didn't come to IPL. We're the best. Therefore, you're shit. You must have got rejected. And they start filling the gaps with all this bullshit. It's all bullshit. Maybe I just control my own destiny and people don't like it, so they make up this stuff. Anyhow, next caller. If India was,
Okay,
why are you
so
living in Norway?
Shazy. Shazy is okay. I have at Shazy, right?
Hey, Dennis, I just wanted to say I'm a big fan. And as a Pakistani cricket fan, I'm super excited about 5-0. And hopefully they stop making these really overconfident ads.
They won't get overconfident. They won't get overconfident because Babar Azam won't allow it to happen. And then Malik won't allow it to happen. Hafiz won't allow it to happen. There's too many senior people with good brains in there. There's no egos anymore.
No, I mean the Indian ads. The Indian ads that they've been making.
You're breaking up, man. I have to kick you off.
Same jokes. Sorry.
You're sick of my jokes.
Hello?
Hey, Shazy.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, man. Tell me, what's happening?
Yeah, no, I'm just really sick of the Indian jokes that they've been making for the past 5-10 years, the same jokes and the same ads they've been making. So hopefully this tournament can put an end to that.
I'll tell you what happens. Shaz. This is how it works on social media between India and Pakistanis. Somebody starts winning, the other person starts losing in cricket, and then all of a sudden, what happens? My timeline gets full of all this bullshit about who's got the most terrorists, who's got the most toilets. Toilets is the one. When it gets to toilet, when you start comparing who's got the most toilets, I start blocking people.
Yeah. No, a lot of the jokes just get repetitive, and it's kind of, we need to come up with new jokes.
I'm trying.
Yeah. No, you have very funny jokes. I like your jokes.
They're not all funny. Some of them are repetitive as well. Let's be honest. You're allowed to be critical and still enjoy my work.
Yeah. No, I'm a big fan of yours.
I think, I'll tell you, can I share a story? Totally unrelated. You know how I've been growing my hair? I haven't had a haircut for a while. I've got a COVID haircut. Someone that I don't know tagged me with a picture of it and said, I'm their new crush. And then when I looked at her profile, like she was a legitimate account and she had lots of followers and she was quite pretty. So maybe what I'm thinking now is, because I'm going to come for PSL 7, which is maybe another 4 or 5 months away, is not cut my hair again till then and see how many Pakistani bivvies I can line up before I come home. All based on my...
That's a good way to get citizenship.
Yeah, all based on my haircut. I need to have some sort of, like, I need to get caught like Shane Warne by the paparazzi with all these girls in my room or something. And once I've done that, then I'm really famous and I'll get millions of dollars of endorsement.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll stage that. I'll just invite all these hot chicks to hang out with me, like Dan Bilzarian. I'll be the Pakistani Dan Bilzarian.
And you're definitely going to have Arnab on talking about
on
you.
the 5th floor. Yeah, Pakistan won 5th floor matches in a row. That was my joke last night. But I wasn't that funny, but I thought it was funny enough to put.
You got to give it a shot.
Sometimes they work, sometimes they don't work, brother, you know. But if you don't try, you never know.
Yeah.
Okay, who's next? Come on, let's invite someone.
Okay, it's Kasim Zahir.
Kazim G. Thanks, Nabil. You're doing a good job. Everybody should follow.
No problem.
Everyone should follow Nabil. He's got a very good cricketing brain.
Yeah, why not?
He's also good at spaces.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah, Kasim, we do.
Kazim Bhai.
Kasim, bye. कैसे हो?
Hey, I can't hear you, but I can see my, the frequency of my voice over there. So this is Qasim from China. So first of all, I'm a big fan of you.
First
So
of
I
all,
really wanna, get your attention on the topic. Mostly Indians were criticizing the 13-1 or 12-1, the Pakistan, and they have the matches, but they have the same record against New Zealand. So I really want you to make some jokes on this as well. So that's all from my side. Thank you.
Thanks. Hey, Kazim, where in China are you? Which part of China are you? Like up the northwest with the Uyghurs? Where are you? Oh, he's gone.
I guess he's unable to.
That's okay.
Let's add someone else.
I'm not sure I didn't quite understand his point, but I will say this.
Neither I.
I will say this. Do you know how to say cricket in Chinese?
Yeah.
Ramesh Raja interviewed a Chinese cricketer at PSL 5 who was there with the Zalmi. And he said to the guy, "How do you say cricket in Chinese?" And the guy said, "In China, we call cricket ban chok." I have that video somewhere. It's so funny.
Yes. That's why I asked.
Yeah, but yeah, it's a true story. If you look it up from PSL 5, Ramesh Raja.
Yeah, I saw it. I remember.
I'm saying to all the other listeners, look it up. It's on YouTube. I'll find it. I have it saved somewhere. He says, "How do you say?"
Yes,
he said, "In China, we call it ban chok."
Ramesh is basically a very amazing guy, and since he become a chairman of this PCB, we can see the difference.
He's Harami. Ramesh is Harami in a good way. In a good way.
He is. He has to be.
Rami Ramesh. Okay, who's speaking? Sam?
Let's
Sami is with you.
Hey, Sami G.
Hey, Dennis, how are you? Really, thank you for host and co-host to taking me online. I'm a very big fan of you, and really, I have a question with you. All of the tweets, all the social media posts I'm seeing there, and Twitter especially, you're changing your name all the time with the special events, everything. Really, it's good. I have a question about this. As a Pakistani, we are facing a lot of issues in our country, like terrorism, lots of issues. And this time, I'm seeing that a lot of people, YouTubers, and different social media accounts, and especially they're visiting in Pakistan, like you, and they're promoting and they're supporting to the cricket and to the nation as a Pakistani. So I have a question. Why you are supporting Pakistan in this occasion? This is my question.
Why aren't you supporting Pakistan? That should be the question.
Yeah, because thank you. I'm a Pakistani. That's why I'm supporting my country.
Okay, I'll tell you why I support Pakistan. It was just pure accident, absolute accident. So when I was being a serious journalist, and I thought one day I wanted to be a serious journalist. This is 10 years ago. And Pakistan wasn't playing anybody because of the shooting at 2009 out front of Gaddafi Stadium here on the Sri Lankan bus. And
that was a bad thing.
So I took an interest in Pakistani cricket because of that, and then I took a really big interest in match fixing because 2010 all the bullshit happened with Amir and Butt and Asif. And then I rediscovered the Khayyam report and went back and read all that, and I just got entrenched in match fixing and all the chaos that happens with Pakistan. And then in 2016, you became number one in the world in Test cricket. 2017, you won the Champions Trophy, and you were number one in T20 as well. And yet you hadn't played at home at that stage for 7 or 8 years. And I started like I was writing articles about it because when you won the Test champ, when you won the Mace in 2016, and after Misbah did push-ups at Lords and Yunus Khan made a double hundred, and you sort of went 2-2 against England, and then India had a washout against the West Indies, you became number one. I wrote an article for Dawn saying it's the greatest sporting story in the history of mankind that essentially a third world country that can't and doesn't have the facilities at home to play is the number one in the world in the second most popular sport on the planet. And I just thought there's no bigger sporting story ever in history of man, ever. And I just got addicted to the chaos of Pakistan. And then I realized that you guys like memes and you're funny and you laugh at yourselves and you also have good food and that you're really sexy people. Like literally, you're very handsome and very beautiful people. And so, you know, once I discovered that, that you're like the Swedes, like you're like the Swedes of South Asia. Once I discovered that, I thought there's no
Let him finish.
I thought there's no turning back. And then it just built on itself. You know, I went there, made a documentary that got some positive feedback, and then just off it went. So it wasn't as though I just woke up one day and said, I'm going to love Pakistan. I think like any good marriage, I grew to love Pakistan, and Pakistan tolerates me like, you know, any good wife would. She doesn't really love me, but she tolerates me because she needs a husband of some description. It might as well be me.
And that's true, and we need your support, you guys. We had a very worst thing happen in past in terms of terrorism, right? So that's why we always look up those people internationally who actually convey our voice to internationally. So yeah, we always look up like people like you, so we can convey our message internationally.
Don't look up to me, man. I am just.
Not only you.
I'm just one of those lucky people that has an ability to tell a story and have a platform to do it. But there's a billion people doing more for Pakistan than me. I just happen to have, as I said, an ability to tell stories. I do it through jokes now. I used to do it through writing.
Yeah, but again, you are the best, person.
No, that's not true. Just don't get lost in. Don't get starstruck. Like, I'm not from Bollywood. I'm just telling jokes about cricket because I like cricket and I like jokes.
I guess we have Sadaf online.
In the middle.
Hi guys, hi Nabil, hi Dennis. Dennis, I'm following you since long, and the best thing about you is like the relatability. The memes you posted, even outside cricket everyone is talking about, but outside the cricket, about the agency, any event happening between Pakistan or India, or even India itself. But you are so much relatable. Like how you make yourself this much relatable, like jokes on fifth floor, jokes on the ranking, like ISI is on top, all these stuff. It's too good. It's too much of a fun. So yeah. And then the last thing I want you to comment about the biggest game happening tomorrow. So just comment something about tomorrow biggest event, which is gonna happening between our neighbor and Namibia. That's it.
Okay, thank you. So So when you say you've been following me for too long, how does that mean that you should have stopped following me?
No. No, not in that way. No.
How long have you been following me?
It's been like PSL like 3 years, 3.5 years. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're like an OG. Not quite. I've got people followed me back in 2013. And so like those people need to see a psychiatrist.
They believe in you,
look, to be honest, if I'm a little bit serious, if you think about the comics that you like, they're successful or they relate to you because they talk in your language, how you talk with your friends.
Exactly.
And that's something I've been trying to work on. Is if I was, don't make the joke as if you're Dennis. Make the joke as if you're Dennis living in Pakistan. So what I do every morning is I read Dawn on my tablet.
Okay.
I read Dawn newspaper. I try and find one or two headlines, and then I just, in the back of my mind, I keep it there. So I've always got I try and relate a joke to the Dam Fund or the Billion Tree,
exactly,
or something, right?
Yeah.
That's topical, and if I can link it, and if you can link it, then it's very relatable. So I'm giving away my secrets, but this is how comedy works. You know, it's one thing to just make a joke and leave it in the cricketing world. The other thing is misdirection. So, you know, a simple joke, for example, you know, India might upset Namibia tomorrow. It's a very simple joke, but it's about misdirection, right? You know, it's not even that funny, but
deep.
you look at the angle from the opposite side and do the counterfactual, and that's sort of the building blocks of comedy. There's actually some science to it, I'm sure. So that's what I try and work on, and then and to be honest, the great thing about making jokes is you know instantly whether you get feedback instantly. You either know people retweet it and laugh and like it, or they go, Dennis, you know, usually it's Muhammad Amir who goes, Dennis, you've crossed the line. And I'm like, Muhammad, you can't tell me I've crossed the line. Remember what you did in 2010.
Yeah.
But, you know.
Even the latest tweet about like this match fixing, like Pakistan knows better than anyone else. It got the humor, it got the reality, it got the truth, you know. So it hit you in some other way. And if you were like, yes, we are
but
actually.
some people Sada said to me, oh, Dennis, your true colours are coming out. You really hate Pakistan. You've turned. Most people understood. Most people understood that if they're sitting with their friends eating biryani at a cafe, that's exactly what they would say to their friends. They would say, "Of course it's fixed. I know it's fixed. We all know it's fixed."
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we know even the names who are like sitting in the panels and talking about cricket. We know. So yeah, reality, funny way. Yes.
And Sadaf, I guess you were in the India-Pakistan match
No,
over there in
I've
the
been
stadium.
to Pakistan versus Afghanistan on my birthday, and then I went to Pakistan, New Zealand, and yeah, Pakistan.
Okay.
Now, Sada,
that was the biggest match
India,
for me,
Pakistan.
rather than going into Pakistan versus India. Pakistan versus New Zealand was so much fun and you know anticipated one. Yeah.
Did you watch the India-Afghanistan match? Did you think it was fixed?
Yes, for sure. Like Nabi playing only one over was something. Emoji was unfit. Taking you know, like bowling first. So yeah, there were like multiple sort of stuff which makes you think in that way. But yeah.
So I don't know if the match was fixed or not, but I was really impressed that everybody in the Afghan team was driving a new Mercedes the next day.
We are happy for them. We should be happy for them. So good. But they couldn't buy New Zealand. So for that reason, we are happy. Like now the cricket is clean. Top 4 teams are there. So tournament is fair.
Yeah,
so
amazing.
I'm happy on it. Yeah.
It's amazing that India can buy New Zealand and get them to leave Pakistan. But when it comes to a World Cup, there just wasn't enough money left.
Yes. They have some integrity, maybe, New Zealanders. So yeah. Okay, guys, thank you very much for taking me on board. Cheers, and
bye-bye.
Let's have a great journey for this World Cup.
Inshallah.
Okay, take care, Dennis. Bye.
Inshallah. Have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.
See, she's a good guest, not because she's female, but she brings some passion in her voice,
some energy,
a bit of energy. That's the kind of guest we want, Nabil. I've got room for 2 more. Then I have to go.
Sure. Ahmed.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, Dennis, how are you doing?
Good, brother. I've got 60 kilos on my barbell above my head right now, so don't make me laugh because I might drop it on my face.
Okay. I can't make you laugh. You're such a great man with a great humor, so how can I make you laugh?
I laugh at people all the time.
Oh, so you can laugh at me, laugh at my face, maybe?
I'm not going to laugh at your face. That's rude. I'll laugh at what you say or what you do, but
what are your thoughts about the match between India and Afghanistan? Was that fixed or they're just rumors?
I think no, but the fact that Afghan quit as captain before the match, before the biggest game of the tournament, mid-tournament, like he still hasn't explained why that happened. Something is wrong there.
Yeah.
Something is clear there. I've been around cricket long enough to know that that's not right.
Yeah.
You ready for the match?
And
It's very hard to fix.
uh,
You have to ask.
by
It's
the
very
way,
hard to fix. Ask Wazim Akram how hard it is to fix a match. Very hard.
I'm so sorry you're breaking out, or maybe.
I said it's very hard to fix a match. Go and ask Wazim Akram how hard it is to fix a match. It takes a lot of planning, a lot of threats. Like, it's very difficult, but he was good at it. So ask him how to do it. We lost him. We've lost him. Nabil, one more. You there, Nabil? Oh, you're on. Zulfikar, are you there?
Yes, I'm ready. I just added one.
Oh, cool.
Okay, Zulfikar with us.
Zulfikar. On the bottom left of your screen is a button with a microphone. Press that button. It takes you off mute. You can do it, man. Press the button. Get someone else. He's not there. Who are we going to get, Nabil?
Yes, I have added one of the guy named Asfar Jelani with us. Hello.
Okay, hi Dennis. It has been always nice talking to you. Can you listen?
Nice to have you on. Tell me what's on your mind.
Yeah, actually, I was just thinking about the semi-final between Pakistan and Australia.
Yeah. What were you thinking about it?
Yeah, I was thinking if what side are you on?
Oh, Pakistan, 100%. Because it's more interesting. If Australia win, it's so boring. Australia's got so many ICC trophies. And to be honest,
they
no
got
one gives a
plenty.
shit about cricket in Australia, especially T20. We only care about the Ashes, and we only care about beating India in Test matches. That's it. Everything else, no one cares. Like most of the country doesn't even know the World Cup is on. We're not a big cricketing country. We're just good at it. Whereas Pakistan, if Pakistan win this thing, it's a lot of things for a lot of people, and it's much more fun.
All right.
And Pakistani badly need to be win, right? Because lots of team they actually denied to come and visit and play over here, right? At the very last moment. So obviously
Maybe.
we really need that.
Maybe. I've got to go in a second, but before I go, because I have to go inside and
Hmm.
have a shower, take my daughter to school, then I have to
Hmm.
go to work and think of some more jokes. But I thought I'd leave you with a treat, Nabil. Nabil, I thought I'd leave you with a treat.
Sure, sure.
I've been practicing. I've just grabbed my guitar. Let me just make sure it's in tune. It's in tune. Ready? You have to sing. You going to sing?
Yeah, go ahead.
1,
I'm not gonna sing,
3,
but yeah.
4. Dil, Pakistan, Jan, Pakistan, Dil, Pakistan, Jan, Pakistan, Dil, Pakistan, Jan, Pakistan, Dil, Pakistan, Jan, Pakistan.
Dennis, you're more Pakistani than us.
Okay. I hope you enjoyed that. That's the way I'm going to finish the show.
Yeah. You're more Pakistani than us. Seriously.
No, I've never taken bakshish, so I'm not quite as Pakistani as you.
And follow me
And
as
I've
well,
never
Dennis.
got a job because of Pachi, so I'm definitely not more Pakistani than you. But
And Dennis,
there's some life goals I'm aiming to get towards. I'm trying hard. I want once to get a job because of Pachi. Just once. I'm going to try. Hey, Nabil, thanks for co-hosting. I've got to go, guys, but hopefully enjoyed that. And
yeah,
bye,
Dennis.
Neil.
I'll talk to you again. I'll hope we'll talk again, and you can follow me as well. And I'm already following you.
Okay, I'll follow you.
And we'll I'll talk to you again.
I'll follow
Okay, and we'll do this. We'll do this again. It's a very fun, and hopefully we will do the best in Semi, and we'll win the World Cup.
I'll be
See you, man.
I'll be glad if I get a follow back as well. Thank you guys. Thank you, Dennis.
Bye.
All right, Dennis. All right, bye bye.
Okay, end.